I've eaten at dumpsters, I've panhandled, I've walked into a restaurant and eaten and quote people's crumbs that they left on their plate. I've done just about everything to eat that you can imagine.
Tweaky Dave.
Throwing kids to the wolves.
Photographer Jim Goldberg spent more than 7 years examining and sharing the lives of runaway and throwaway children on the streets of Hollywood and San Francisco. Often he was hassled by the authorities, who suspected Goldberg of being one of the perverts who exploit street kids. Always he was in danger from the children themselves as they ricocheted randomly through a grubby and violent world of drugs, disease and desperation. The bitter fruits of Goldberg's effort are on view in a traveling exhibition called Raised by Wolves, now on view at the Corcoran Gallery of Art. It includes some 170 objects, from still photographs and videos to graffiti, mementos, found objects and scrawled statements from the children themselves. The show is inescapably sad, of course. But it also is sadly unsatisfying. Goldberg uses the conventions but not the disciplines of the documentary, and he has the attitude but not the eye of the artist. The result is a potpourri of surreal vignettes of real children that only superficially engages either the heart or the mind. Goldberg, now 42, and his collaborator, the Corcoran's Philip Brookman, are upfront about the methodology, or lack thereof. Raised by Wolves is in some ways a work of fiction, Brookman said at an exhibition preview. In a sense it's a made-up story, not what we could say is an accurate depiction of what Jim's experienced. Most of these kids make up stories about their lives, Goldberg said, and that becomes their reality. Thus we hear from Tweaky Dave, who was perhaps 16 when Goldberg met him in Hollywood.
My mom was a 15-year-old junkie slut who I ain't never seen, Dave says, in what is said to be a reproduction of his own handwriting.
My old man is a biker from hell. The F-ed up a hole shot me in the gut when I was 12.